Hey everybody, we got some visitors that came all the way from North Carolina. Yeah, this is Jerry. Jerry over there. I can't point really well on camera. This is Lisa. This is Tommy.
Howdy.
And what town is it that you actually, it's outside of Charlotte, I know, but what?
Statesville.
Statesville, North Carolina. They've come this weekend to help us get this thing wired. Not only are we going to get it wired, we're going to totally redo it. We're going to rewire it. That whole harness that I got wired up like a month or so ago, turns out it's just going to be too much trouble to try to get to work. So we got a harness from a car that very closely resembles what we have here. Jerry was kind enough to pull it out of his car. He brought me the whole thing. So as you can see inside the car here, that beautiful dash has already been completely ripped out again. And I'm gonna go cook some burgers and brats on the grill real fast just to get these guys fed, but then I'm gonna come back out and help. But I can't even stop these guys. They've already hit the ground running, looking under the dash, trying to figure out what goes where, pulling the harness out. Look, harness is already coming out. So Nathaniel's gonna help out. I'm gonna get some food going, and then I'm gonna come out and help them here as well. But thanks guys, you're awesome.
No problem.
All right, let's get busy. All right, so we got a lot of progress. We're going to take a break to get something to eat, but Jerry's going to tell me what they got done so far. They've been hard at work.
The whole back's done. All the lights in the tails, they're wired up, done.
Okay.
The wiring's run from this plug forward to where Nate's at the door right there. Once we get past that, then the next step is the dash and the starter's all done. All needs to be done under the hood. Everything's rolling along real good.
So everything forward of the firewall is done except for the starter itself, which is the solenoid wire.
Few wires hooking up, and once we hook in few wires, what, 15 more minutes?
And then we'll tackle this inside. Yeah. I've been kind of saving the dash for the
This is
last
crazy, guys.
little deal. So.
Holy cow. I needed like 3 people before to do this. I've been doing this by myself and with Nathaniel. Man, you guys are making good progress.
In a little bit, we'll be ready to start working on starting this thing.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock at night, and we've made some pretty good progress. Everything we've put in this car is all getting torn back out again, all the way down to the dashboard, the console, because all the wires that route through all the little areas, it means the carpet's got to come up, gauges have to come out, a lot of stuff under the hood had to come out. But it's the only way we can do what we want to do. Tommy's under here ripping out the last of the console wiring. This harness is actually from a V6 car, but it's close enough. So we're making pretty good progress there. All the way to the back, we had to actually disassemble part of the roll bar so that all the wiring back here for the tail lights, which were different, because my harness had an extra wire for extra lights that we didn't need, and then plugged in differently as well. So while we would have had some working taillights, it wouldn't have always worked. And then of course we would have only had 2 headlights instead of 4. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I don't know how long we're going to be working on this tonight, but at some point we'll call it a night, get some sleep, come back in the morning. We got all day tomorrow and Saturday. Okay, we got another problem, guys. A few days ago, Marty and I were out here, and I remember showing you guys how we wired out the holes for the frame mount so we could shift the motor towards the driver's side to make room for the Sanderson headers. Well, we got a problem with that now. Now you notice that my steering, the header's up against that, but also we were just going to put the spark plug in here, and you can see that the head of this thing is already up against the steering shaft. And obviously that means I can't get a boot on there either. So this motor's got to get shifted back over to the passenger side. The problem with that is, over here, the number 4 cylinder right here, but it's up against the frame. So we're gonna have to dent that side of the header some more somehow, and then once we make some clearance, we'll shift this motor back this way because it's gotta go there. Otherwise, that plug wire doesn't work, and it's gonna tear up my steering and everything else. If it isn't one thing, it's another. Morning. It's a new day. Last time I talked to you, we had figured out that the motor needed to be shifted to one side. You can see the light gap down there between the header and my shock tower. It's essentially already up against the header. So it's not going to shift anymore towards the passenger side. So that means the exhaust, which I was excited to have bolted up, and the header, all that's got to come back out. Which meant the spark plugs we had in had to come back out. All the wiring we did to the starter underneath the header, which was a pain, could have been done with the header out much more easily. But I'm not here to complain. I'm just happy that there's progress. Hopefully by the end of the day, we're gonna fire this thing up. This hurts me more than it hurts you. That's what my dad used to say to me when I got whipped. There we go, check it out.
Oh, that one just went out.
No, he
See
turned
it
it
smoke?
out.
Turn
He turned it out.
the
That
headlight.
light just smoked. See
No.
it, see it, see it?
It is, well, it hadn't been used in how many years?
There it went.
It just went out, you're right.
Yep.
Yep, it smoked itself.
One click.
Well, I got a reverse light out. All right, now turn on the flashers again.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Leave him alone.
It goes
We
on.
got
It
flashers
did that. It did that with the brakes too, I think.
inside the car.
The brakes and the turn lights. It did that also.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, there comes your material light.
Look, he hits the brakes, those
It's
lights
a
come
ground.
on in there.
It's a ground. There's a ground I've missed in there somewhere.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna have to
come on.
trace it.
It only comes on with the right turn signal though, not the left.
This will be the one we gotta edit out.
Right. I might be editing this out. But we're going to try to kick the key over to see if the thing even turns over. So
Yeah.
here we go. Hang on. Let me turn the camera around here.
Nothing else.
Uh-oh.
You got what?
Nothing.
No ignition.
No use.
That's
Wah, wah, wah.
Well. You're
Okay.
right about the editing it out.
Edit number one.
Edit number one.
Cut.
Cut. There we go.
Got ground?
Ha, ha, ha. It kicks.
There we go.
The problem is when I'm rolling down the hill, I gotta hope that there's no cars coming because I can't stop at the stop sign at the bottom of the hill.
Well, I mean, not at that hill. I'm talking about the first hill.
Now what?
Oh, you mean the valley?
The valley, yeah.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
No,
Well, we might be able to do
We
that.
gotta get out the driveway.
Hey, I'm
We're
game for
taking out
taking a
the-
little trip down to their driveway, coming back. But I can't. But you guys will have to like.
Push it back.
All of you guys will be in the garage going, whoa! Catch my front bumper as I come rolling in because I got no brakes.
Yeah,
Set
I'm
up some
not
stops.
doing that
I
part.
set up some big stops right here.
Me
You'll be
neither.
riding shotgun.
Now,
Everybody is asking me updates right now as to what's going on with the car. I've ignored my phone, to be honest. And for the last 3.5 hours at least, everybody's asking, any burnouts yet? What's the update, Ken? Has it started yet? And then the last message was something Kevin said, I just assumed they were all kidnapped by Jerry right here. So Jerry is responding in kind with this message. He said, no updates at this time. And he played on the kidnap theme. How to kidnap a gearhead. Free car parts. So that'll answer the question. I think they'll understand that the car's not started yet. But we're close. We're very, very close. All right.
They put fuel in.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Stand back and enjoy the glorious sound of an open header V8.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
All right, we tried to start this thing and it wouldn't start, and then we tried to get fuel all the way up to the carburetor and it never showed up. So then we tried to blow some air and it was clearly clogged somewhere. So we went looking underneath the car, and you can see right there, somebody put a jack underneath this pinch weld and slipped off and kinked my gas line right there. And then further up here, right there's another big kink in the line. So I'm gonna have to cut this section out. Just throw a piece of hose on there for now just to get the line unclogged and try to get some gas up front. And we'll try to start this thing again. Nothing coming up to the filter here. Daggone it. It's not even coming up through the filter here.
Okay.
So we're kinked past that point?
We may be.
Oh,
Take the
daggone.
line off.
Okay, update. There is more fuel line that is clogged than we thought. So we got 10 minutes before the O'Reilly's Auto Parts store closes. We drove 35 miles to get here. We're going inside. We're not giving up. We're gonna get some fuel line. This thing is gonna run tonight. Oh, they already turned the lights out. Woo, we made it. All right, we got in and out just before they closed. We thought of a few other things we need, which is great. We needed some header collector gaskets. We needed some other vacuum line. We needed a couple of connectors.
It's exactly 9 o'clock.
It is exactly 9 o'clock. I'm looking at him right now. He's locking the door. The crazy people that came in at the last minute. We're done. We're headed home.
I'll take it.
Bye, O'Reilly's. Okay. I think we got it. We ran to town. We got all the parts we needed. We didn't want to give up. What time is it right now, by the way? Anybody know? So it's almost midnight. It's like 5 minutes till midnight. So we're going to turn on the ignition, see if we got fuel coming up. We're checking for leaks down here, down with our little splice down there. I'm checking right here. Hey, I got fuel in the filter. That's good. No leaks. This may happen. Oh, ho, ho. Let's check it.
I can't see it. There we go.
Yeah, dude. Filling the bowls up.
Come on.
It's not squirting out yet, though. Well,
Yeah, that's big.
yeah. Take 25. Actually, we're not going to take anything. We're going to give up for the night. We got a fuel delivery issue. It is low pressure pump related, and it might be carburetor related as well, because even though, despite the low pressure, those bowls are full, but nothing's squirting out of this carter down here. So it's what, almost 12:30. We're gonna call it a night.
On the money.
Come back tomorrow with a fresh mind and a few extra parts and probably a new pump. And we'll see you then. Good night.
Give up. Just quit.
Not up in here.
Not up in here! Snap out of it. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological. Just gotta stay in a positive frame of mind.
Alright, I'm not ready to give up yet. We may have a fuel delivery issue, but I can still pour gas down a carburetor. I think this thing might fire up. I don't know what the timing issue is, so this thing could blow up and big ball of flame. Who knows? Nathaniel's not too thrilled with that. And I'm gonna film it, so we'll either hear it run or I'll have proof for the insurance company as to why my garage burned down. So here we go. We need more fuel. Yeah, pour it in there. What'd you say?
That's loud.
Yeah, it is. Everybody's getting excited now. He's getting mad at a spring. We all want to hear this thing run. We're tired.
All right.
Okay, go for it.
Uh-oh, it's on fire.
Yeah, we got a fire.
Stay fire, right?
Quickly.
Take a shirt. Take a shirt.
That ain't gonna matter. Help. Blow, blow, blow. Harder.
Well, there's my proof for the insurance company. And I'm the idiot holding the camera filming going, hey, look, I got a fire. Did it spill any fuel down here? Is that what happened?
It sure looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, we got a leak right here. That's why.
There's a leak.
We didn't put the thing back on.
Oh, you didn't put the.
Yeah, with all the pressure on there, there's fuel coming through, and it's seeping right here. We need to. Hold on, we'll be right back. Okay,
Hurry up, Jerry.
we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try not to burn the car down or my garage. Did you get a little nervous there?
Not
A
yet.
little bit.
Me too. Okay, here we go.
Alright.
That's backfire. Turn that a little bit. A little more fuel, I think. It's probably out now.
Open her up. My choke again.
What do you think, bud?
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Oh.
There's it. Yeah. That's fine. Just keep cranking it. It'll pull it in. It ain't sucking. It's coming because it's coming out the vent on the side here. That's why. Okay. Back up with the gas.
Alright.
It's eating that fuel up fast as you pouring it in there.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know about you all, but even the little fire and hearing that thing fire up for the first time, even if it
That's where.
burbled and chuckled, and what was the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what I was trying to say there. It
Blew up.
Oh, we gonna
it didn't blow up technically. It's still there.
You're
Okay.
It's
You're
gonna
all
go.
right. You can do this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gas coming out of the thing, right? Back up so I don't get caught on fire here.
Did you fix it where it'll straight stream or?
Why is it?
You see that blue towel? Take a little
Why is it? Yeah.
I'm
What?
not even pushing it.
Wait, it's,
Pressure
wait a
building up.
minute.
That bottle was sitting there dripping more.
Yeah, it's dripping off the handle.
A lot of pressure built up on it.
He's got
Yeah,
that
it's
thing
like-
put in there pretty good.
Soaked full of gas, but I'll be fine.
Try it.
It'll be alright.
I'll be alright. I'll be alright.
Alright, here we
Famous
go
last
again.
words.
I'll be alright for the last.
Y'all watch this.
Guys, ready?
I'm as ready as we're ever gonna be.
Don't try this at home.
Close.
She runs, man. She runs. This thing came off on me and I didn't want it to dump. You wanna do it again?
Hey, that's up to you. You want to put some time into it?
It didn't sound bad, actually.
Smells nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, whoa,
Bottle's on fire.
whoa.
You got that on film. We got it.
It's good.
You got that probably better than I did.
You were probably laughing too hard.
I started to run towards you. I don't know why. I freaking out.
I just see the flash go by.
The world's most volatile lighter. Hey, I like your cigarette.
I think that's enough. Right?
Yeah, I think we're good for the night, guys. It runs.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna try to straight face, but I just can't. I don't know how much of that we just caught on camera, but guaranteed my insurance man will never see it. Holy cow, she runs. We're still alive. Nobody's burned. My garage is still here. I'm so happy. We got the timing right, so it starts, it kicks off. We just got a fuel delivery issue, so we just kept squirting fuel into it. She runs. It's awesome. I'm so happy. What do you think, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's all I can say.
The word of the day is yeah. All right, guys. Now I can sleep. Let's go to bed. We'll call it a day. Tomorrow we'll get a new fuel pump. Figure out what's going on with this carburetor, why it's not squirting. Those bowls are full. Nothing's coming out of it. I don't know what we're going to do about that, but at least we know the motor is fine. We'll see you in the morning. Good night, guys.
Okay,
All right, what's going on?
we're gonna push this accelerator pump in. Fuel should be coming out right here.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is where the main discharge plate is, right here.
which some
Here's your
people refer
squirters.
to as your squirter.
Yep,
But if you notice, it's pushing fuel back through here.
Right.
Not do it fast enough.
it's not coming out here.
Right, it's not coming out there at all.
So there's your check weight,
According to the video, the check weight's that gold piece in there.
and the check valve resides underneath it.
Underneath it. And
So it's either
if it's
stuck-
stuck, it won't let fuel go by it.
And if it's stuck really bad,
Throw the carburetor
throw
away.
the carburetor away.
So, I mean, if you push it in there, it just see.
Yep, squirted right out.
So it can't go this way. It's got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So there's our problem.
Okay. I don't even know where I left off last time. We are on take 25 right now to try to start this motor again.
Carburetor.
So,
Here we go again.
yeah. Watch. We'll see what happens.
Ooh.
That's a good flame.
That way.
Got a fire.
Well, just try to
It's
start.
in the chair.
You're fine now. Okay. That was a big move there. That's almost too much time. Come back a little bit. There you go. Right now. Getting a lot of fuel.
Damn choke harder.
There you go.
Choke.
That's what we need. I get running, start kind of dying.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it in here. Go ahead.
Right, they happy.
No, it's back. Go ahead. Start again. It's coming out the bottom of it. Better that time. Try to start again. It's on fire. There, you're fine now. You sucked it out. Still missing one though.
Yeah.
It's missing. We'll figure out where that miss is.
Next thing this thing needs.
Huh? It's about time to go.
Just waiting for it to blow up on fire. I'm just sitting back to call 911.
But you ain't got the telephone in your hand.
Hey, bro, you got it? You got no service though. Hey, better get it running now before you left. At least you got to hear it run.
I hear it run.
Now we just tweak it and fine tune it.
Need to get the timing right on that thing.
I'll be
I
honest
know.
with you. I think the car right.
All right, we've had a pretty successful weekend. Nathaniel's got to get home. He's already got his clothes changed. And these guys, Tommy,
Yeah, man.
Jerry, Lisa's over there out of frame. I know it doesn't sound like it because it's run a little rough and we got a couple electrical gremlins, but there is a ton of work that got done down here. It looks about the same, although it's a little more crowded because you see all the wires that are in there. You see vacuum lines, you see PVC pipe, you see belts and radiators and all kinds of custom little brackets we had to make things work. And so there is a ton of work that got done here. All of that is to be celebrated. I'm not going to be
Not to
upset.
mention rewiring it from headlight to tail light.
From head to toe a couple times. The dashboard,
A couple times.
the dashboard has been out like 4 times, and all the wiring has been laid out on the floor. And so we just got a couple things. We turned the turn signal on, the headlights on, a couple things blinked that shouldn't be blinking. We'll figure it out. I'm not upset by that in the least. We'll get a timing light because I don't have one. I'm missing somewhere. These are pretty old spark plug wires. I'll figure that out. We're getting close, and I'm happy with that. So he got to hear it run. Nathaniel, make sure you tell these guys thank you.
You're
because
welcome, brother.
Who else would have somebody come all the way from North Carolina to help them out? So
Glad to do it.
I'm still blown away that Jerry and Lisa and Tommy came all the way from North Carolina to help us out and get the car ready in time for Power Tour. But it's not just that they came from so far away. What I love about it is that this is just yet another example of how amazing the Carr family is and how they'll drop what they're doing to come help you out. And my hope is that Nathaniel will learn from this and extend the same help to someone else in need someday. Jerry, Lisa, Tommy, thank you for being that example to my son. And if you guys like what you're watching here, then hit that like button if you would. And if you would consider subscribing to our channel, that really helps us out. And also share this video if you would. Alright guys, that's going to do it for us on this episode. We'll see you next time. Take care.
He's like a child.
I like how his legs start running as soon as you get him close to the ground.
Like this.
Here we go. Alright. How do you do?
Bud.
Wow.
He doesn't want to go.
Nathaniel's got to go home. But before you... Okay, I screwed that up.
You might want to restart it.
Hey, buddy. Are you going to drive? Nathaniel gets dibs, though. Sorry.